Hey, family.
It's your girl, Nanci Dru.
And MamaCie.
And we're back with another episode of 2BlackMothers Season 2.
Season 2, bitches.
Don't forget to...
I don't remember. Make sure you hit that subscribe, like, and share button. And don't forget the notification button. And leave your comments below. We'll be sure to get back to you.
We'll get it back. Good. You got a better waiter this season.
I do. I fired my last girl and then got me a new one. She's a clone.
Okay.
Of Aniyah. This is the better Aniyah.
Well, what is that you're drinking? Tell us about this drink.
It is with.
Hold on. Start over.
Oh, sorry. Today we have a Bloody Mountain. The ingredients is poppy, the new one, of course, with calm to make it with the foamy look. And then we have cherry juice at the bottom. Yes. And we also have a cherry at the top.
It's called a Bloody Mountain.
It's a little.
How does she sound?
Like a robot.
It's my clone.
Oh, okay.
This is Naya Simone.
Okay.
The other one was Aniyah, the 16-year-old.
Oh, okay.
This is Naya Simone. I cloned her.
The other one was Aniyah, the 15-year-old.
No, teenager. This is the good one.
Well, I'm saying that one.
I cloned her.
The other one wasn't 16.
This is the AI one. I know the other one was a 16. She's 16 now. She's almost grown. You know, she'll be 17 this year.
Mm-hmm.
She's almost grown. This is AI. This is AI Aniyah.
Okay. Nice. Well, your drink looks divine.
Doesn't it? Let's taste it.
Look like cotton candy on top.
Ooh, it's good. I need a napkin. Oh, I got one.
You just
it's crushed ice.
Oh,
it's crushed ice
all the way to the top.
Isn't it beautiful? Thank you, AI Aniyah.
Okay, well, it is 2025. We are back for season 2. So much has transpired in this time frame. We are about.
I'm skinny, bitches.
Okay, she is skinny, y'all. Y'all see? She's skinny. Yes. Congratulations.
Today, I'm skinny.
She's not part of the Big Back Brigade. But I will hold it down for you all for a little longer.
Not that longer.
What we got today on this Tuesday?
Today is Tuesday what? So January 14th. Let's start off with Tuesday, January 14th. You know, Beyonce was supposed to make an announcement today.
I do not know because I'm not part of the Beehive. I don't know anything Beyonce does. Nothing at all. Beyonce who?
Beyonce Carter. Miss Carter if you're nasty.
Only Miss Carter I know is me.
I know. Mrs. Carter. Mrs. Carter. Both of y'all are Mrs. Carter. Both of y'all got the same last name.
Yes.
Y'all should know each other.
Because
y'all probably family. Yup.
But what was Beyonce supposed to announce?
She was supposed to announce something today. So during the Christmas Day, huh?
I'll say, is she pregnant?
No.
Oh.
No. During Christmas Day, she performed on Netflix and the Beyonce Bowl. And she said that she was going to make an announcement today. And everybody has been gasping and holding their life for today. And she said, nah, bitches, y'all are not getting it today. Due to the virus that's going on in California, she felt that her announcement needs to be postponed.
Well, you know that she had donated $2 million and the people were outraged. That's all that she donated to the wildfires. Victims.
Who are the people? Who are the people that was outraged? How much did they donate?
I guess the people of the Broke Brigade.
Did they donate something? A canned
Because
good? Anything?
if I donate $2 million, it don't matter how much money I got, I still donate it.
Mm-hmm.
But they were a little mad.
They get on my nerves.
My hearts go out to the people that houses burnt up.
Yes.
Regardless if
And
they're
are
rich,
still is it still burning over there?
I don't think they still burning. I haven't seen any more news on it. I mean, because I don't know if you've seen the actual news broadcast when the fires was behind the news people.
Mm-mm.
Oh, they was out there doing the nightly news like, hi, where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? And they'd be like,
Really?
I'm running from my house. They got their dog, their bag, and houses was literally burning in the background. The news was out there like, what's going on? You decided to leave? And they were just running down the street. It was bad. Nevertheless, a lot of people's houses burnt down. People lost their lives. It was one lady, she said her son had some type of medical condition where he couldn't walk. She couldn't carry him. She left to go get firefighters to try to help him get out the house. When they got back, the house was burnt down. It was a 90.
How big is he? How big was he?
Man.
And she was an old lady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She was an old lady. She had to be probably like maybe 70, 60 something.
I would have been rolling his ass out the door. Rolling.
Yeah.
Like she need to roll.
She went to go get firefighters, and when they came back, it was too late.
Oh, bless her heart and hers. I know that's gonna be a nightmare for her.
Mm-hmm. And Joe announced today that he was giving the people $790 check.
790 million? I'm sorry, I can hear you.
Why? I read it twice too, because I was like, maybe he's saying that the fund is 790 million. No. Read it completely. He's sending them out checks for $790.
790 US dollars?
Mm-hmm.
What do they supposed to do with that?
Not a thing, because where they live at, a hotel probably $790 for a night.
Well, I'm glad that's his last order. Let him have that. That's his last. That's the last thing he's gonna do.
Well, they ain't got to worry, because when Trump get in the office, he's gonna be trying to find them all kind of money to give to him.
Mm-hmm. Especially that's his stumping ground.
That's his area, right? Them his people. Some of his friends' houses burnt up. Mm-hmm.
So I heard that they canceled the fire fire insurance for those people. It's like last year or something.
Mm-hmm. Just like Florida been canceled. Hurricane.
Yeah, what is going on with that? Like, why do these insurance companies get to do that? Like, why do they even get to do that?
They're fraud. They are legally scamming people, because that's what they do. If they feel like they're going to have to pay out, then they want to bail out ahead of time. They do not want to cover you. They want you to pay for your home for 30 years and pay for insurance on your home for 30 years. And if the 29th year your house burns down, they do not want to pay. Even though you paid
that should be against the law.
Mm-hmm. It should.
You know what?
Even though you paid in thousands of not having an issue in your home, they don't care.
That is so sad. That is so sad. And that's when the government needs to step in and put some regulations on that. They regulate everything else. They want to regulate TikTok. They want to regulate social media. So why don't we regulate this insurance, both the housing insurance and the health insurance?
Mm-hmm.
Because they deny a claim for everything. You stub your toe and try to file a claim, denied. You should have put a Band-Aid on it. You should have put some Tussin on it. Like, they deny everything. It's sad. And we pay for this insurance. You shouldn't deny anything. Nothing at all.
And they overcharge. Like, I had a 2-day stay in the hospital, and it was $30,000.
I had what did I have when they found that thing down there? What was that when they put you in the machine? An MRI.
An MRI.
$30,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's That's the machine. That's the cost of a machine. Why does it cost $30,000 to have one
for you to go through it?
MRI? Exactly.
They overcharged. The hospital was $7,000 a night.
Was it the Ritz-Carlton?
I was just about to say, because the food was not giving Ritz. The food was giving Motel 6.
They left the light on for you, girl.
They left the light on for me. $7,000 a night.
7,000. You should have had a beachfront view. Did you get the beachfront view? Was it the city view? Because you was in Atlanta. Was it the city view?
Parking lot view.
Parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a roommate? You was by yourself.
I was by myself. Oh, I would not stay in no hotel, no hospital with no roommate.
For $7,000, you should have had a suite. A night.
Should have had a suite. I should have had DoorDash room service included.
And they fed you hospital food.
Insurance is a ripoff. That's why these other countries, people are going there to live a more affordable life. Even though there is some things that the U.S. does have that these other countries don't have, but people like the cost of living, the safety. I seen a girl that she is pregnant there, and she goes to the hospital for $20.
So you go to the hospital in a different country for $20, but would you have the same care? Yes, it's $20, but you pay what you get. You pay for what you get. You get what you pay for. So is it the same care? Am I paying $20 and the person that work at McDonald's are going to come out and see me, or am I paying $20 and a real doctor is going to come out?
Well, it depends on the country, because I seen the lady that's in Thailand pregnant, and it seemed like she had good care. She was having the same things done, ultrasounds and tests and stuff. But now it's another girl I seen the other day that is in Jamaica, and them Jamaicans in the comments was like, "Go to the U.S. and have your baby. Go to the U.S. and have your baby." So I don't know what they do there, but they was in the comments because she met a Jamaican on vacation in Jamaica. And
Stella got a groove.
Yeah. And she done got pregnant, and then she done moved from the U.S. there. And she was asking people, like, should I have my baby here or in the U.S.? She was like, my insurance will pay for the baby being delivered in Jamaica. She was like, but they said you may not get the best care. Now, they said they have a private facility in Jamaica, but you have to pay out of pocket. So, and now see in Thailand, you just pay out of pocket, period. But it's like $20.
Is it expensive? Oh,
yeah, because of their conversion rate to US dollars, it's like $20. But them people in the comments, they were telling her, "Girl, I was born in Jamaica. Go back home. Go back home." Like, they were all in her comments. So I don't know what she's gonna end up doing, but it seems like in certain countries it's okay, and in certain other countries it's not.
Why is it always the country that is run by us? Why is it those countries?
Well, I think that
that has the worst care, that you need to go back. Why is it that? Why?
I think that maybe the living situations and stuff, maybe the people that can provide good care got the hell on too. So maybe the McDonald's workers or who was in the hospital there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's just sad because I would think the individuals over here, the Black CEOs, the Black business owners, the Black billionaires, will take their education, their knowledge, and go over there and build a sustainable, help those individuals out, help them build, help them get things together over there. Because I don't know if it's majority of the time is they're crooked. Okay. So they need to get them out of office and help them structure things to be great, to be better, to be excellent. I'm talking about like the Caribbeans. I'm talking about like Jamaica. I'm talking about South Africa. I'm talking about those areas that are ran by us.
They are
that'll
looking to
run
get here.
down. Yeah, they
They
are.
are looking to, that's why they're on 90 Day Fiance. They're looking for a green card, trying to get here. You do not see, even when you watch the show 90 Day Fiance, the people that apply be people that done went on vacation to Dominican Republic, Jamaica, those type of places. People from Mexico just try to run over the border. They don't even try to get somebody to marry them and come. But even though they say Mexico has, affordable health care and dental and everything. I follow a girl, she from North Carolina. She live in Mexico. She's a teacher there. And she went to the doctor the other day because she came home because she was coming home for the holidays in December and she got sick. And she was like, I'm not going to the emergency room. She flew back to Mexico to go to the doctor for $25.
Why?
Because she said
did she make it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They gave her 2 shots or something. Yeah, she took us to the doctor with her. She got 2 shots.
Okay, good. That's why she made
it. She paid $25.
Well, you can't trust them all. Okay, you can't trust them all. Is that the fire?
Somebody on fire. Hong Kong.
Is it the lady across the street with her booty out?
No, it's cold outside. She's gonna be in the house.
Good. I'm glad it's cold. She can stay in the house for a little while.
She left a heater on my porch the other day, about a month ago. It's been out there for a month. But when it snowed, it was really cold on the floor downstairs, and I brought that heater right on in the house and plugged it up.
Did it work?
But damn, Cookie just ate the cord today.
Cookie.
Damn dogs. Anybody
not King. Cookie. Not Kinky.
She unplugged it and ate it.
That's a smart dog. She knew that she needed to unplug it so she wouldn't get electrocuted.
Yeah, she unplugged it and ate it because I was like, how did this get unplugged? Yeah, her. Oh, Lord, I'm about to die.
Why are you about to die?
Because we're in a home where individuals touch your stuff. Because my charger that was right here in this wall is no longer here.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me why that is?
I'm getting that now because I used to keep iPhone chargers all over the place. Now, for some reason, I can't find several of them.
This isn't an iPhone. This is the computer charger.
But it's a MacBook. So you have several MacBooks in the house?
It's only 2.
There you go. It's more than one.
But they come with
I have more than one too, but the other one doesn't work for this one. My charger doesn't work. This is a newer iMac. This is a Pro. The one that I has is the Air. She can't use this charger, so it would never be gone. But the back of the charger goes to an iPhone.
Oh, Lord.
The power. So you have to watch it because it's Black people in the house. Like they'll steal this fat back charger, this big back charger, to plug their charger piece in to charge their phone. Yeah, you gotta watch them. Yeah, we'll get you some juice, girl.
Well, I'm calling
some juice.
Hello. The person I'm trying to reach is busy.
Who were you trying to reach?
Chase Bartholomew. Can you look? Hold on, this might be it right here. Never mind, I got it.
She got it.
So today on True Crime Tuesday, we have a young lady that is trending named Naziah Harris. Naziah went missing from Detroit, Michigan, January 9th, 2024. Naziah lived
a year ago.
Yes. Well, on the year anniversary, there was a preliminary hearing whether her aunt's baby daddy will be tried in her death.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to hear evidence. So her aunt's baby
Okay,
daddy.
hold on. Before we start. Okay.
So Naziah is 13 now. She would be 13. She was 12 when this took place. Naziah lived with her grandmother and Shannon, who is her aunt. Shannon's baby daddy does not live there, but he is the daddy of 5 of Shannon's kids. Well, she went missing on the day of the 9th. She got off the school bus. They have a video of her walking down the road. And she was never seen again. Well, her grandmother decided that they weren't going to call the police the day of. They called on January 10th.
How old was the young lady again?
12. Yes, 12. So they call. The police come. They get the young lady's tablet. And there are messages between her and her aunt's baby daddy. They have been sleeping together for a year. And on this particular day, he was supposed to be bringing her a plan B. And she vanished after that. Her body has not been found. She has not been on social media. Her phone was never located. She just disappeared. So because there is no body, it needed to be a preliminary hearing for the judge to hear the evidence to decide whether or not he would be tried for her death.
So why is he even charged?
Because he was sleeping with her. And she texted him and said she hadn't had her period in a month. And could he get her a Plan B pill? Because she can't keep going to school. Gym is hard being pregnant. And she needed...
So she knew she was pregnant?
Well, she just felt like she was pregnant because she said she hadn't had no period in a month. Now, she was sleeping with him for a year. And the grandma said she didn't know. The aunt said she didn't know she was sleeping with her baby daddy. Now, this man is a pedophile. He is a sex offender registered. He has slept with a child before and caught a charge.
So why the grandmother and the auntie's not on trial as well?
Exactly. Because in the text messages, they asking him, you need Naziah to come up there and clean the shop because he owned a mechanic shop. So they would send her up there to clean the shop. They say, I think that they knew she was sleeping with him. But they say that they sent her up there to clean the shop because she needed to do something after school. But they was meeting up all the time doing it, and everybody like they have no idea. The coworker that worked running the shop with him, oh yeah, she'd be up here all the time with him, hanging out. She 12. He 41.
Why is she up there? And why didn't he say nothing? So he need to be brought up on charges as well.
Exactly. So, I sent you a couple clips because this whole family need to be on trial. That's what need to be done. The whole family needs to be on trial because why the world nobody knew this girl was sleeping with this old man. And he ain't said nothing. Like, I mean, and Shannon, her auntie, still putting money on his books.
Oh man.
Yeah, she still put money on his books. She talking about I just don't know. I don't know what to believe. That's what she said. I don't know what to believe. What you don't need to believe. The text messages were very vulgar. He was telling her how he wanted to do her and how good it was afterwards and suck his thing and all kind of stuff. So I don't know what she don't know what to believe.
She should be on trial. She should be on trial because she knew he was registered and she shouldn't have had any kids around him. Period.
Yeah, they say he got 13 kids.
13?
Uh-huh. I didn't even show you. I didn't show you how she was looking. Because once you see her,
if he's not convicted of her unaliving, he will definitely be convicted of being around kids, and you don't supposed to be around kids.
Well, once you see this auntie, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, she knew. What the dang on picture it? I've been seeing it all day and ain't send it. I gotta get back in the habit of sending you a million videos. But his sister, the only sane person in the family, because his sister got on trial and said, I seen Naziah up there that day. I didn't know why she was up there. And placed her at the place with him last. Everybody else they don't know what's going on.
Sad. Okay, so which video am I playing? The one you just sent me right now? I mean, the one you sent me earlier?
Oh, well, I want you to see the auntie, so I sent you a.
Okay.
You see it?
Oh. Okay. No, he did not.
Y'all get into this type of shit, and I'm gonna make it quick because
I have
something's going on with me trying to post a video longer than 1 minute. Y'all remember Naziah? Look at this picture that I answered.
No, let's look at this. Let's study this picture. Hold on, please. What is this?
That's auntie.
That is not. What is this hot of a mess?
I said, once I seen her, I said, oh, she knew, and she allowed it. She just wanted to keep him around.
Let's pause. Hold on 1 second for me.
Somebody about to get yelled at.
Let's get back into it. Sorry for the pause. Okay, so now we were going over this young lady, auntie, creation. Is this the uncle?
Yes.
And this is the man that works at the mechanic. This is the person that's on trial. Okay.
I mean, even the judge that was for the preliminary, she ended up saying a whole speech at the end of the preliminary hearing, and she was about to cry, but she, after hearing all the text messages and everything, and she said everybody in this family failed her. She said for a grandmother to have custody and this young girl go missing, and nobody has a sense of urgency to look for her. And she said, talked about the auntie. She talked about like everybody just not caring what's going on with her. He gonna have a speedy trial when he do go to trial. I
hope they do.
Yeah, I think they said he'll go to trial soon, and even though they ain't got nobody, or whoever his attorney is gonna be like, it's nobody's fault. She might have just ran away, but I mean, she asked for a plan
They
B.
need to keep looking for that body. It's out there. And I believe the grandparent, the grandmom, and the auntie know where the body at. I do. I believe it. I believe they know, and they're hiding something. Because why take a day for a 12-year-old? My daughter is 16. If it's 6 o'clock and that ass ain't in his house and from school, oh, I know something. Who told you to get some chips? It's time for bed. Good night.
My 18-year-old. Well, let me see what I told him the other night. Cause he got off work and he ain't come straight home. He went somewhere, but he ain't say nothing. When he was going, so I said, "This is at 9:52 p.m." He got off at 9. It only take 5 minutes to get home. So at 9:52, I said, "Hello. I haven't heard from you." At 9:55, I said, "Once I get out the shower, if I haven't heard from you, I will pull up to your location." 9:55, Mom, I'm okay. I'm around the corner. 9:56. No, I said if I haven't heard, you're gonna need to call. Yeah, he called because you ain't gonna vanish on me.
No, not on my watch.
I'm gonna be on top of the case.
You definitely will
be on top of the case. It won't be 12 hours done went by, you missing 5 hours. No, I'm gonna be on top of the case.
First 48.
If she was supposed to get off the bus at 4 o'clock, 4:30 roll around, I call in the school. Is the bus running late? Oh no, the bus was on time.
She don't have an iPhone. She didn't have a phone.
She had a phone.
Oh yeah, because she was texting.
Yeah.
So they had her location. They had her location.
They said it was turned off. Like they said no phone, no sign of her. You see it's her walking down the street. That's it. That's the only video they got. It's her getting off the bus and walking that past somebody's ring camera. That's it. But like I said, the sister said, "Oh, I seen her at the shop." And then the coworker was like, she was at the shop. So that put her at the shop. Then she had on some pink glasses when she was at school. They was found in the back seat of his other baby mama car.
Because he borrowed the car to get rid of the evidence.
He came and asked could he borrow her car. And he took her car. She said he didn't come back till the next morning. They said his card showed he booked a hotel. But it was no blood evidence, no type of DNA evidence of a struggle of blood, anything like that. But she
did they go to the hotel? So they go to the hotel. There was no camera of them showing them at the hotel.
I don't think they made it to the hotel. I don't think he checked in. They just said he booked it.
He booked it. Where was this? Where are we? Oh, Detroit. Detroit. Okay.
Well, look at Auntie looking like a damn Oompa Loompa.
I know. So okay, let's get into the case. Hold on.
Oh, you can play the other one. You ain't got to play hers. I just want you to see the picture.
And I'm gonna make it quick.
I like Draco.
All right, you guys. So in
this Draco.
2024, Naziah Harris was a 13-year-old from Detroit, Michigan. So very early on in life, Naziah's grandmother, Annette Harris, gained custody of her.
Oh, Kitty Poo.
So Naziah's biological mother, she faced a lot of turmoil in her life, and that ultimately led to Annette getting Naziah around 2016. So in 2024, the family lived in Detroit. Naziah lived with her grandmother, and her 16-year-old brother did as well. So also living in the home with them was Shannon, which is Annette's daughter. So Shannon is Naziah's aunt. So Shannon also had kids with this man by the name of Jarvis Butts. So even though Shannon and Jarvis had 5 children, Jarvis had 13 children total. And some of these children were even created while he was with Shannon. Now, Shannon is saying that she knew that Jarvis had other women. And at some point, she decides to not be in a relationship with him, but she continues to mess around with him. So at some point, Shannon moves out of the home with her mother, but she's still there regularly. And so are her kids. And the father of her children, Jarvis, he's a mechanic and he works at this auto shop. And sometimes Jarvis will ask Shannon, could their oldest daughter, Janiyah, and Naziah come to their shop to help him?
Now, y'all, let me stop the story and say this. Jarvis has been a registered offender since the early 2000s. So before he had even gotten into a relationship with Shannon, he was accused of doing things to underage girls, and he was convicted of these things, making him a registered offender. So before she even got with this man and had 5 kids, she had to have known that he had a very dark past. Now let's fast forward to January 9th of 2024. Naziah Harris goes to school as usual, and after school, the bus driver is saying that they dropped her back off at her bus stop that's not far from her home. But what's crazy about this is Naziah never makes it home. Now, you would think, okay, this 13-year-old, she's not home. She's usually home by a certain time. As her guardian, her grandmother should have instantly knew something was wrong and contacted police. But we find out that police was not contacted until that next day when her grandmother went to the school in order to let them know what was going on.
At that time, did you have a conversation with someone else about her not coming home, Naziah not coming home?
Yeah, when I picked my children up from the after school program, I went in and my daughter said,
Objection to what her daughter said from the hearsay.
English.
I'll rephrase the question.
Okay, so thank
How is that hearsay if what
You can't say what nobody else said.
Talking about like,
okay, so who is this? This is the grandma.
This is grandma.
Okay, so and the 13-year-old lived with her.
Right. Since 2016.
So she said, when I went to the school to get my other kids?
No, she said when I went to the school to go pick my kids up.
Your kids, like the kids that you pushed out your kitty cat?
Now, see, I think that's what she been saying. She been saying her kids. I don't know who her kids are. I was thinking they were Shannon kids that she was referring to. Because she gonna say my kids multiple times, and lady, how old are you?
Exactly. And wouldn't your grandkid be your kid?
Right.
Okay. Guilty. Her ass guilty.
what you saw and heard, and not asking for what anybody said, but did you talk to Shannon, your daughter?
yes, Shannon said she was not there.
So they knew that evening that Naziah had not returned home from school. In that testimony, she said that even Shannon said that she wasn't there, and Shannon said that even the kids said that they hadn't seen Naziah. But still, nobody said anything until that next morning. So the first people to actually investigate this case was the Detroit public school system, and they are the ones that actually got police involved. So the search for Naziah begins. Now, let me say this. I covered this case in February of 2024. By the time I had covered Naziah's case, there was still not a lot of attention on this case. So I remember that they deemed her a runaway. Annette was on the news. She said she had no idea where Naziah was. But other family members that were estranged from this family, they came forward. Now, they did remain anonymous, but they said that they had actually reported abuse in Annette's home. One even went so far as to saying that she knew one day Naziah would be a missing person. Okay, so Naziah, she's missing. But in my heart, it felt like nobody was truly looking for her. For weeks and weeks, this case went with no answers. And then in March, that's when things started to come out. So it turns out that Naziah was using a school tablet on the day that she went missing. And that is where we get this infamous picture of her smiling and waving. This was taken on the day that she disappeared. So they end up getting a warrant in order to go through this tablet. And y'all, when they go through that tablet, they found disturbing messages between Naziah and Jarvis Butts. But these messages are extremely graphic, y'all.
On a school tablet?
Details him saying things that he wants to do to Naziah. And at one point, she even says, "Come get me." Now, police see that and they know they need to talk to Jarvis Butts. Now, once they do catch up with Jarvis, he denies anything. He tells police, "Look, you can go through my phone. I have nothing to hide. I haven't seen Naziah since December." But police end up talking to the man that works at his auto shop, King. And King says, "No, I remember back on January 9th, the day that Naziah went missing, me and Jarvis was working on a vehicle and we needed to go to AutoZone. Now, once we went to AutoZone, we saw this girl walking, and that girl was Naziah Harris." Now, Jarvis played it off to King as if Naziah was just his niece and he was giving her a ride. But Naziah went back to the shop on that evening and sat in a truck while King and Jarvis fixed on another car. That is proof right there that Naziah was with Jarvis on the last day that she was seen. So later on, even Jarvis's sister would come forward and say that she saw Naziah on that day as well at that shop, which is not shocking because remember, Shannon even said that at some point Naziah and Janiyah will go help him at the shop. So police end up tracking his cell phone data that day and they realized that he was with Naziah. By August, they end up arresting him and charging him in the disappearance of Naziah. And they say that after reviewing text messages between Jarvis and Naziah, they do presume her to be dead, but they do not have a body. So in March, they made a few discoveries. They found a black hoodie, they found headphones in the pocket, and they found a shoe. They also had found a pink jumpsuit. Now they believe these items to be Naziah's. Now, after Jarvis's arrest, we learned some more shocking details in this case. It turns out that Naziah is not the only person that Jarvis did this to in that family, and he is accused of even trying to do something to his own daughter. Not only that, a cousin of Naziah is saying that at one point in time, she witnessed some very shocking things happen between Jarvis and Naziah, and Jarvis even tried to come on to her. Now, one thing I have to point out is it's being said that Shannon allegedly knew about the relationship between Naziah and Jarvis way back. So we know that Naziah would frequently use her aunt's phone. And sometimes I'm guessing Jarvis wouldn't know if it was Shannon or Naziah calling him from the phone and would confuse the two. Now, Shannon is still saying that she had no idea that nothing was going on. But allegedly, there is proof that she confronted Jarvis about his inappropriate relationship with Naziah. She saw text messages and pictures between the two, but y'all, she never reported it. So y'all, let me say this. What you see going around is the preliminary hearing. So that hearing is being held in order to see if a judge wants to take this to trial. One thing I noticed at this hearing is this man had a fiance. He had 3-4 baby mamas. And y'all, all of these women thought that they were in a relationship with him at that time. Another thing I want to point out is so many people saw Naziah with this man. And for some reason, nobody reported it, even knowing that this man had a very crazy past. In my heart, I feel like a lot of people feel Naziah. Jarvis Butts is a monster. There is no doubt in my mind. He should have been in prison a long time ago. But this baby did not stand a chance in this situation. So I wanted to cover Naziah's case in order for you guys to see the total background in this situation. It is being alleged that he unalived Naziah because he found out that she was pregnant. Now, although Naziah's body has never been found, this is a murder case. Now, y'all, my heart breaks for Naziah. And I'm going to keep you guys updated as this case progresses because it is going to trial. And in my heart, I feel like a lot of more people are going to be arrested.
They need to
comment below and let me know your thoughts on this case. All right, you guys. So in 2023,
that's just sad. They do. Grandmother, auntie.
I mean, she said, I went and picked up my kids. Oh, dang, something flew in my eye. She went to go pick up her kids, and you done had her since 2016. But you went to go get your kids. And then she didn't come home. So you went to the school the next day? How did you sleep?
I know. That means that she. I would have asked, is that a normal behavior? Does she normally not come home? Like, did you call people? Like, is this a normal thing? Does she normally stay out? But at 12, like, really, a 12-year-old? But she looked older than 12.
But not right there. That's the day she went missing. She don't look that old.
Oh, she don't look that old that day. But them other pictures, she looked older in. I don't know what was going on then, but she looked older than 12. Like somebody had made her look older, than 12. That is sad. My heart goes out to them, and I hope somebody besides Jarvis get trial for this one, because it was some people who was helping him. I mean, and then the lady said that it was other kids that he was trying to pee, on as well. It's just ridiculous.
They said one was his own child.
Like, come on now.
But I mean, for you to make 5 kids with somebody that before your 5 kids was already a pedo is wild.
Like, exactly. Lord.
Well, I
That's
hope grandma
that's
go
a hard one.
down. I hope auntie go down.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
they pay for it because y'all clearly help cover up. I mean, he don't even look smart enough to know how to dispose of bodies. So I feel like y'all conspired together to come up with a plan to get rid of her because y'all knew that if she went to the hospital, had a baby, whatever, it was gonna come out that he was the daddy and he was going to prison for life.
Yep. Yep. Agree. 100%.
Well, we shall see how the real trial goes down.
And so the trial is going on now.
This was preliminary. This was just to decide if it was going to trial.
So is it?
Yeah.
Do we know? They made a decision, so it is going to trial.
It's going to trial. The judge said, I hope that you have a speedy trial and justice is served.
Speedy trial, and then once he gets behind bars in prison, I hope he have a speedy time back there, because once they get a hold to his ass, it'll be over with.
Hope somebody like what was that man that still in prison that met up with Dahmer?
Oh, that black guy.
Send him to that prison.
Send him to that one. Took his ass right on out. Didn't take him no time. And that's what they do to people who do this to kids. That's sad. That is so sad.
She was such a pretty little girl.
She was. I hope, and I also hope that if she is unalive, that they find her remains, so we can get a full picture and she can be laid to rest. I hope so, because that's just sad. It's just out there alone by itself.
I wonder, did they look and see like where his phone pinged off of, because that's usually the way they find bodies. Like if they look at where your phone has been, that's how Scott Peterson got caught. He drove way out to bury his wife and kids, but his phone dinged off a tower that way, so that's what made them look out that way. So I wonder, did they look at his phone?
I hope that. Well, I don't know. You should call the Detroit and ask them, do they need some help with this trial?
Well, you best believe, because it's trending on TikTok, people is out looking for her body now. TikTokers.
Good.
They are on the case. I seen one lady, she was like, "This house abandoned. I'm gonna go look around it." I was like, okay. Yeah, they out looking. They looking for
They better be careful. They better be really careful out there, TikTokers.
And Detroit got a bunch of bandos. They have a bunch of boarded up houses. Yeah, but they're on the case. They're on the case in Detroit because this has been trending for the past 2 days. This is the 4th day of the preliminary hearing, so I guess that's why it's trending, because he's just now doing the preliminary hearing, and it's been trending for the past 48 hours. Everybody is covering it. Every TikToker that do news, so they are on the case. They have jumped into action in Detroit.
Do you do any real estate in Detroit? You said there's a lot of abandoned houses.
I do have a property in Detroit right now that needs to be sold. The problem is that a lot of Detroit homes do not have central heat and air.
Well, you can put it in there, right? You can put some air.
Well, a lot of investors don't want to
spend the money to do it.
Yeah. They be wanting to already be in there, because I guess you got to do duct work and all kind of stuff. But
why would there not be central heat in a home in Detroit?
In Detroit, where it snow, they use a boiler.
Exactly.
They use
whatever
the house came in back in 1910.
And that gas costs a lot. That oil thing that you have to pour inside of it, that costs a lot in the boiler.
So a lot of houses that's old that we come across, they be like, "Oh, it's no central heat and air. It's a boiler in there." And then the investors be like, "I need it for $10,000."
Okay, well, hopefully you sell that home that's on that's out there in Detroit. Maybe we should go out there and look for her body and look at some homes.
Oh, I could definitely be
Go
on
to
the case. If
Detroit.
they give me the phone records, I could definitely be on the case and find her body. It's been a whole year. And that's unfortunate because they should have been on top of it right then. If she was they would have had a search party. We would have heard about it. And they would have pulled out all the stops to find where this little girl has went. It's unfortunate that we are treated that way. Her dad did an interview last year. He ended up passing away last year as well, but he had done an interview. He was like, he didn't even know she was missing. Like nobody even said anything to him. So
how do you not know that she was missing? Have you not been trying to check in on your child?
So he said,
I know you're not in her life, but
yeah, he said that he was married and he slept with her mother. He cheated with her mother and she got pregnant. He said, to keep his family, he couldn't have no communication with her. He did not know that her mother had went away and she was adopted by her grandma until the police came to him and asked him about her. Did he take her? And he was like, I haven't seen her. He was like, well, where is she? And they was like, she was adopted by her grandma. He said he had no information on her at all.
I give him no empathy. You cheated. You should have still took care of your child. You taking care of them other kids. I have no empathy for you. None. None. But anyway, what were we saying? I was about to say something. Can't remember. Oh, speaking about if these was the case, did you see the documentary of John Bonet on Netflix? Did you watch that over the break on a hiatus? Did you watch it?
I think I watched it a little bit of it.
Yeah. What did you think of it? Now I watched a little bit of it too, but the part that I saw was good. I really need to go back and complete the whole thing. Like that case was crazy.
Like, well, the case always been crazy, but I always felt that the mama did it.
Why?
Well, I actually think that I think that the son did it and they covered it up. That's what I think. I don't think that they intentionally did it, but I think that something happened with the son and John Bonet, and she ended up unalive, and the mama wrote the note. It just was stuff in the note and the whole window and them going down there and not seeing it at first and all the extra. Like, I just think that they covered it up for their son.
I think, did the police have some covering up to do too as well? Or the detective?
Hold on, who the hell am I door?
Oh, we got somebody at the door. Somebody at the door. It's the lady from across the street. She's trying to get her heater back as code.
Oh, that's Deshaun.
He's home.
He must have been locked out. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think the police had anything to do with it. I think that it was a nice neighborhood. They just came in, just like, oh, what happened? Because I just don't see how. Okay. I just don't see how the police, you and your neighbor find the body after the police came in.
Yeah.
The police didn't find the body.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. The daddy.
Where did they find the body at? Where did the neighbor find the neighbor find the body
in the basement? So in the basement, it was a door.
So the police did not check the basement.
No.
I think they had something to do with it. I think they knew him. Like he was like a friend, you know? Like he was something of the community.
I think they didn't check the basement because of the ransom note. Because who would write a ransom note with the body already in the damn basement dead?
But why would they automatically think? Well, I guess that was a long time ago because she would have been like 80 or something. Like there was like the little girl. She was old. Like she would have been like what? 30
it was probably
now?
like a 90. It was probably like a 93, 94. She still would have been alive.
Okay, so like, why would they just automatically think it's a kidnapping because you got a ransom note? The people, y'all need to start thinking outside the box.
Yeah, I don't think they thought outside the box. I think it was 90 something. It's just a nice neighborhood.
It's
they come in and it's like, it's a ransom note that says we're gonna get a call by 10:30, and they sat around and waited for the call. I don't think they searched the house, but for once the police leave, you and your neighbor go down there and find the body.
And like, are you still searching after the police leave? You were like, oh no, I'm just gonna still search. Like, why didn't you search the basement when the police was there?
Exactly.
Why didn't you search the basement before the police even came?
I was gonna say before the police arrived.
Whole house. Look up under the bed in her room. Maybe she hiding in the corner, like something.
Then it was a little window that was already broken because there wasn't any broken glass around. It was a little window that was broken, and he was like, "Oh, it's been broken." They stepped on his suitcase to get out.
So that window, they thought they got out of that window. Okay.
And came in through that window.
I just don't know. That's Nate. I really need to go back and watch the whole thing. I really want to go back and watch the whole thing because it is the part that I saw was very interesting. How did they get away with murder?
Yeah, the dad's still alive. The son did it. The son did. They said,
is he still alive?
She was the son. They said she was down there. They said it was a bowl of pineapples, but she didn't have no pineapples in her stomach. It was a bowl of pineapples that was being half eaten.
Did he have some pineapples? I guess they couldn't check him.
Yeah, they couldn't check him. But he said he was asleep.
Just a match. So he's still alive. The son, the brother. Just imagine if he really did unalive her. Him living with that. I know she is in his dream every night. Because if I was her, I would hunt his ass to death. He would want to unalive himself when I get through with him. Because that's just sad. Why? Yeah. How much older is he to her?
Well, let's see.
I think he was jealous of her because she was getting a lot of attention. Being in the pageants.
Look, as soon as I said how much older was John,
it pulled
she
up.
was born. They were 3 years apart. He was 3 years older.
So not that big of a difference to not be jealous of your little sister.
He 37. He declined to participate in the Netflix docuseries. I mean, just the ransom note. The ransom note said what the husband bonus was going to be, 100 and something thousand.
What I got to do being in the ransom note? Why would they put that in the ransom note?
Exactly. Then the handwriting was very, very similar to the mother.
Yep, I saw that part.
I'm telling
she should have wrote with her left hand. Like, come on now.
I think that they woke up. Whatever happened with the kids, it was an accident. He killed her, and they felt like they didn't want to lose 2 kids. That's what I think. That's what I think. I just don't see. I don't see a person breaking into your house, writing a page of a ransom note. It was a page. It wasn't like, we have taken your child, call at 10 o'clock. Like, no, that mug was detailed, like transfer $108,074, like what his bonus was.
So why? So he was 3 years older than her. How would he be able to even unalive her as a kid? How much bigger was he?
I don't know how much
the size?
was. But
did
you know,
it say how
can...
she died? How she unalived?
I think she was
it like a blow to a strangle? Okay.
Let's see. How. But I mean, kids do stuff, hit you with stuff. Like I just seen a little boy, he probably 7 at school. A kid hit him with something at school and his eye had to be removed. And the mother has a
my Lord.
His mother has a GoFundMe. It says asphyxiation by strangulation. Yeah, she was strangled.
So he was probably, they was fighting and he was on top of her.
Said her mouth was covered with duct tape. A nylon cord was found around her wrist and neck.
They added that at the end.
And her torso was covered with a white blanket.
They added that.
Yeah.
So did anybody go to trial or did they just drop it?
Oh, they did. I think the parents went to trial.
Oh, and they got off.
I think they had maybe let's see. The murder of John Renee remains unsolved. It was not enough evidence to indict the parents. Yeah, they tried. They tried in 1998. In 1999, the grand jury dismissed the trial. In 2002, a new district attorney took over the investigation. I don't know. I mean, maybe the thing is that she was known by a lot of people because she was the pageant girl. It could have been some crazy stalker. You know, nowadays it would be a little bit more evidence. But I don't know. You climb through a window, you come up stairs to a room. I still don't understand the bowl of pineapples. Did the man fix him some pineapples? Like, and the mama say she didn't do it. The daddy say he didn't do it. The little boy said he didn't do it, but it was no pineapples in her stomach. Like, it was just weird.
No, I don't get it. See, the little boy was fixing him some pineapples. He went downstairs to terrorize his sister, or he was already downstairs eating the pineapples, and she came downstairs to terrorize him, and he couldn't take it anymore. So he turned around and jumped on her and started to unalive her.
Burke and John Bonet were eating pineapples at night, according to the mother. Burke answered with maybe, indicating it was possible that the two of them had eaten the pineapples that day. That Patsy's fingerprints were the only fingerprints found on the pineapple bowl.
The mother's. So she took the pineapples downstairs to the basement.
They weren't in the basement. They was in the kitchen.
Oh, they was in the kitchen. But how did they find the body in the basement?
Well, they just found the body in the basement, but they was trying to figure out in the middle of the night, why is there a bowl here? Well, that's what the police were trying to figure out. Why is there a bowl on the counter with pineapples half eaten in a glass? So Burke's fingerprints was on the glass and Patsy's fingerprints was on the pineapples. But Burke said...
You can find fingerprints on the pineapple?
On the bowl of the pineapples.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we need to watch this. We need to watch it and discuss it. So we've been discussing it for 20 minutes now. We definitely need to go back into it And discuss.
John Bonet been dead since 98.
They need to reopen up the case and put us on it.
The daddy know. Even on Netflix, I felt like he knew.
Mm-hmm. He did.
He ain't trying to solve the case before he go.
He gonna confess
and
on
now
his
that I
bed.
look at it, I was thinking they was in California. I forgot that they was in Atlanta. Like you said, he probably did know some people.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
He did. You know, Atlanta crooked.
They're gonna take care of them.
Yep.
Probably called Sheriff Crumbly. You know, some things went on. You know, send your guys over here. I'll tell you when you get here. You know, we're gonna keep this quiet. Yeah.
They was in North Atlanta.
The next day they were supposed to get on a plane and go somewhere or something. Probably Sandy Springs.
Dunwoody.
What part?
Alpharetta, Gwinnett, Duluth, Woodstock, Kennesaw.
It said the house was located on North Ridge Road in Dunwoody.
Dunwoody. Should have known. Should have known. Yep.
Now another thing say, I'm confused because this say.
So can we go see the house? Did they sell it, or is it a?
It said they moved to Colorado. So she was born in Atlanta and lived in Dunwoody, but the crime took place
in Colorado. Oh. We can go to Colorado and see the house in Colorado.
Yeah, that's what it say. Say the house was a 7,240 square foot mansion, had 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, and a 2-car garage.
So they was getting back on the plane to probably come back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
But, I mean, yeah, they know it was a family affair. It was homicide, an unsolved crime after all these years.
Well, they solve what they want to solve, or they blame it on who they want to blame it on.
They said the body was found 7 hours after the police were called. This was in 1996, December, on Christmas.
In Colorado, it's cold.
So it was snow outside? Like,
it had to be.
I don't understand.
It was cold. That's why the police didn't want to look for the body.
She's talking about that's why they didn't want to look for the body.
It was cold.
I just don't see nobody sneaking in the winter eating pineapples and shit. But if it was a crazy person, I don't know. It'd be some crazy people out
here. The kidnap came in, did all of that, and nobody heard them. Where was your alarm?
Yeah, say 6 months later, they packed up and moved to Atlanta.
Yeah, I bet they did. They shouldn't have been allowed to move until the case had ended.
So Patsy died of ovarian cancer at 49 in 2006.
She took it to her grave.
It says the neighbor said that at midnight, he could see their kitchen light come on through his window. Neighbor Melody Staton reported that she was awoken shortly after midnight by a sound of a child's scream coming from the Ramsey residence. The Ramsey parents say they didn't hear anything.
So how can the neighbor hear?
Exactly. How the neighbor hear your child screaming? You don't hear nothing.
And why didn't she call the police?
Maybe she thought somebody was getting a whooping and be kids hollering all the time. Shut your ass up. No. I don't know if I would call the police just because I hear kids scream.
If I hear kids continuously, I have lived in an apartment before in Smyrna, and the kids upstairs was getting their ass whooped. First time, okay, but continuously to scream, oh, I called the police. Like, how many ass whoopings can you give? Give the ass whooping, get it over with. After a certain time, if you still whooping ass, there's a problem. I called the police. I will call the police. I need you to go check on what's going up there. First of all, because something may be wrong with the kids. Second of all, I can't sleep with these damn kids screaming. So I did. I called the police. And she should have called the police at midnight. And she knew them people wasn't the type that would whoop them kids. I bet you John and them, what was John Bonet, and what was the little boy named? Roy?
Burke.
Who named their kid Burke? Burke did not get a whooping ever in their life. I can promise you that. So she knew them kids was not getting a whooping. Why didn't you call the police when you heard them kids screaming? That child screaming.
Yeah, they said even the FBI said this ransom note was unusually long. It's unusual for such a note to be written at a crime scene. The police believe that the note was staged because it did not have any fingerprints except for Patsy's.
Yes, Patsy did it. It was Patsy.
So the note was written with a pen and a notepad from the home. So it's very unusual for criminals to break in your home with everybody in it. Sit down. Get them a piece of paper, a pencil, and be like, what I'm gonna say? Okay. So, okay. If you want your daughter back, you know, my stomach growling. Give me a couple pineapples.
I know.
It's not realistic.
It's not. And he's writing. He is eating pineapples and nobody hears him or her or whoever them in the house writing this ransom. Then go downstairs or wherever they grabbed her.
Go upstairs, grab her.
Oh, take her upstairs, grab her.
Downstairs again. Strangle her. Put tape on her mouth. I'll tell you, I think the neighbor heard her scream because whatever accident happened, the parents came down, checked her pulse, and was like, she's dead. We have to make it look like somebody came in the house.
They panicked.
I wonder, did the duct tape and stuff come from there? Let me look. Because if he came in and used all their supplies,
how did he know the duct tape?
Oh, this is let me read the ransom note to you. Mr. Ramsey, listen carefully. We are a group of individuals that represent a small foreign faction. We do, scratch that out. They scribbled it out, do. We respect your business, but not the country that it serves. At this time, we have your daughter in our possession. She is safe and unharmed. And if you want her to see 1997, you must follow our instructions to the letter. You will withdraw $118,000 from your account. $100,000 will be in $100 bills, and the remaining $18,000 in $20 bills. Make sure that you bring an adequate size bag to the bank. When you get home, you will put the money in a brown paper bag. I will call you between 8 and 10 a.m. tomorrow to instruct you on delivery. The delivery will be exhausting, so I advise you to get rest. If we monitor you getting the money early, we might call you early to arrange an earlier delivery of the money and hence a early delivery, scratched out, pickup of your daughter. Any deviation of my instructions will result in immediate execution of your daughter. You will also be denied her remains for proper burial. The two gentlemen watching over your daughter do not really small because they had to fit not in the sentence, particularly like you, so I advise you not to provoke them. Speaking to anyone about your situation, such as police, FBI, etc., will result in your daughter being beheaded. If we catch you talking to a stray dog, she dies.
A dog?
This is what it says. You will be scanned for electronic devices, and if you are found, she dies. You can try to deceive us, but we warn that we are familiar with law enforcement countermeasure and tactics. You stand a 99% chance of killing your daughter if you try outsmart us. Follow our instructions and stand 100% chance of getting her back. You and your family are these are paragraphs. You and your family are under constant scrutiny, as well as the authorities. Don't try to grow a brain, John. You are not the only fat cat around. So don't think that killing will be difficult. Don't underestimate us, John. Use the good Southern common sense of yours. It is up to you now, John.
What about the call at 10 o'clock?
There was no call at 10 o'clock.
But how did they know the call was going to be at 10 o'clock? Was it in the note?
Yeah, I read it. It said, we'll call you between 8 and 10.
Oh, that was before all the other instructions, because I didn't hear that.
Yes, that was at the beginning. When they said the $100,000 and $100 bills and $18,000 and $20 bills, it said, I will call you between 8 and 10 a.m. tomorrow.
That should have been the end of the ransom right there.
It's 3 paragraphs after that. That's why you forgot. The FBI say, now who come in your house and got time to write all that?
They should have. Was they arrested?
Who?
The parents.
Yeah, but I think they didn't have no. It was years later, because people kept saying they did it, but they ain't had no evidence. It was no evidence other than her hand was on the paper. I mean, her fingerprints was on the paper. Her fingerprints was on the bowl, but there was no fingerprints on the tape. That was on her mouth. Huh?
They got gloves after that.
Yeah, they got smart after that. But yeah, that was the extensive note. Like you said, you got a fat cat. I don't even know what we talking about.
You're not the only fat cat.
Yeah, you're not the only fat cat.
Oh, well, it's been a wonderful True Crime Tuesday. We do True Crime Thursday, do we not?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but we're gonna watch that documentary. Not today, not this week. Maybe next week when it snows again. That everybody is saying it's gonna snow, and this time I don't think it's gonna snow this time. I didn't think it was gonna snow last time. Huh?
You don't think so?
I didn't think it was gonna snow last time, so I could be wrong. Okay,
well, I did because the weather said 90% chance of snow. Like that is
was the day before.
What?
We didn't get told 90% until the day before. Like
no,
a week before, people were saying we were gonna get snow.
For us, it said 90% chance of snow. When we got snow on Friday, on Monday, it said 90% chance. For us,
I was hearing a week before Friday. Oh, it's gonna snow. It's gonna snow in Atlanta. I would say no, it's not. I looked at my stuff. It was like rain, all the way until Thursday. That is when my app said snow, and it turned from 95 in McDonough. When they said it was gonna be 95% in McDonough, I knew we had a problem then because it never snows in McDonough. Never. You get some snow. We get rain.
Yeah, mine said 90% chance of snow on Monday. I was like, oh, it's going to snow. I went to the store before Thursday because I wasn't trying to be in all that extra. I went and got enough for us to make it through the weekend. And then, but mine said Friday at 11 a.m. We woke up with white roofs at 7 a.m. That snow came
snowing at 7. It started snowing. It started raining. I heard the rain Thursday night, the ice Thursday night because I slept with my window open. And then I woke up to get ready for work because I still had work and it was snow. So they're calling for it again. 60%. But see, that's how it was at the beginning of the week. And then as the week went on, it went higher. So we'll see. Are we going to get another snow in Atlanta?
You just said 60 when you just asked me. Now say 55. So it look like it may not be.
It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. It's going to turn into some rain. Let's see. Let's see when we get some more snow in Atlanta.
You
Would it
better
be
know
a
if they-
snow day in Atlanta?
You better know that the kids probably gonna be at home because they ain't gonna chance it.
They not. If it says snow, if it says rain, then they'll chance it. But
I'm
snow,
supposed to start this new job, so that they need to know that if it's one drop that come down, I ain't coming.
we'll talk about that later. All right, well, now it's time to say goodbye to all my family.
Until we meet again, make sure you hit that subscribe, like, and share.
And don't forget the notification button. And leave your comments below. We'll be sure to get back with you. Peace.